Hey guys, this is Kysen here, and welcome to the coolest update video ever. It's because it is, of course, the Powdered Snow update video for Minecraft 1.17. A crazy new block, so much to talk about, and so many new mechanics and things like that. So today, the main focus of this video is on the Powdered Snow you see here behind me, that we can actually kind of disappear into, which is pretty cool, although you can freeze. More on that later. Now, there's a few other things as well to talk about, but snow is definitely the biggest thing we're talking about here today. Now, if you guys are into update videos, be sure to like and subscribe for more of these, and I hope to see you in a future one. But for today, we're looking at the Powdered Snow, as I say. So a few things to talk about. First of all, as I just showed you, yes, you can walk into this. So we are inside this right now. We're sort of half inside it, so that's kind of cool. And you can even like jump on it and slowly sink in. And even if we started like up here like this and we just walk into it, we just sink like this and we go down, and we cannot jump out. You'll see here I'm holding jump right now, nothing happens. I have to come out over here. So you can't get from like the Powdered Snow block up onto a normal size block. Now I wonder if we can get onto some sort of slab from it. I'm assuming we can, but it's always good to test these things. So if we're in here, yes, we can walk out that way. It's only because of the height of the block. So this is obviously how it looks. It comes in these buckets of Powdered Snow. We're going to talk about how you can get Powdered Snow later. And there are actually easy ways to farm it right now. So assuming that doesn't change, then this is going to be a rather easy block to get. So you got the bucket right here, and of course we're in creative mode, so you just place it from the bucket and you get a block, which in itself is kind of weird. You'll see it can be stacked on top of each other, and also it does not conform to gravity. Now this, I think, is something that will probably change, or it feels like it should change. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Let me know down in comments. I think this should conform to gravity. It just feels like it should, but there we go. I don't know about that. Now, when it's this high, we can walk in here like this, right? And if we go to third person mode, you'll see here we are completely covered by the snow. Now, if we put ourselves into survival mode, what will happen is we will slowly start to freeze. You see my screen is changing slightly. We're getting this frosted edging around the screen. There we go. And if we wait long enough, you'll see if you look at my hearts, they'll go from the red color they are now to a bluish color. And this is a brand new effect in Minecraft, something we've not seen before. There we go. I'm taking damage because I'm freezing. I'm literally freezing. And you know, nothing changes, but I thought, how cool would it be if your skin went a little bit blue? Now, when we come out of this, you'll see here, if I'm in normal mode, there we go. It slowly fades away and we get back to normal as we thought out. But you will freeze in this stuff, and villagers, if they were to go in here, they would freeze as well and die. Donkeys, he seems to be taking damage. There we go. So he's freezing as well. I didn't put this guy here. He's just chosen to do this. He's got a death wish. Okay, whatever. So yeah, I guess all animals are susceptible to freezing. All entities, it seems, are susceptible to it. So in terms of the actual snow itself, let's go back into creative mode for a second. And I want to show you guys something. Oh, if I can get into creative. And now leather boots have a use, finally, right? So if we go back, let's make a little walkway here. So obviously, normally we walk, we fall down, right? That you guys know. Let's get out of here. Let's go back into survival mode and put on our leather boots. And you'll see, look at this. We can walk around. So we are stood on top of the snow right now. We can moonwalk on it if we there's a donkey in the way. But we can do whatever we want. Now, you'll see there, because I walked into it. So if I just come into this mode, if I walk into it like from this angle, I will still go into it, right? And I'll still freeze and all that good stuff. But if I'm on top of it, I can walk like this, and I can jump up here from here. So leather boots now have an actual use, which, yeah, it's kind of cool, not too bad. And more than that, leather in general has a use. So if we take the rest of our leather armor here, so our hat, our top and our pants, back into survival mode and put all of these things on, so we're now in full leather, we can now walk in here, and we can be in here, and we will not freeze. We'll not, wait, hold on now. Full leather. Okay, it definitely says in the snapshot full leather is meant to stop you from freezing. So I think this is a bug. So yeah, don't get annoyed at me, guys, for this one, because it definitely says on the snapshot page on Mojang that full leather will stop you from freezing. So maybe that's something they're going to add in. It's certainly supposed to do that. So yeah, not sure about that. Now, in terms of picking up this stuff, let's go back into creative mode. If we were to just like left click this, it breaks. Okay, and if even in survival mode, it breaks very, very quickly. So in order to pick it up, what you actually need is an empty bucket. And then we can go along here and we can pick this up with an empty, in fact, let's go into survival mode. We can pick it up with an empty bucket. There you go. So right clicking that with an empty bucket in survival mode will pick it up. And then once again, you can place it and pick it up and place it. And so it's a really weird mechanic. It's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, it doesn't stack at the moment, so placing like a lot of this stuff would be quite tiresome and quite difficult at the moment. But it is still cool that we have this effect, and it definitely works in a way that no item ever has before. So the next thing to talk about is if it is raining in your world and you get to a super snowy place, so you see it's rain down here, but as we get into this biome, the super snowy cold biomes, right, then obviously we get snow. Now if we place down a load of cauldrons, there is a bit of a wait that we need, but these cauldrons will actually fill up with the snow. So this is actually a way to farm them at the moment. You can have all these cauldrons placed down and slowly they will fill up with snow. And they don't just fill up like instantly either, so it takes a fair bit of time, but what will happen in a minute is one will actually fill up, but it only fills like half at a time. So what I'm going to do is just wait a little bit and cut to the bit where that happens and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is taking an incredibly long time for it to happen, but basically I can show you here, if we've got the powdered snow, you can place it in these cauldrons. Now what generally happens is this powdered snow, I've seen this happen, but it just seems to be taking forever, but it'll basically fill like halfway up in the cauldron, and you can use buckets to take it out of the cauldrons here. Again, we should probably be in survival mode for this. Let's see, game mode, survival. But yeah, so we can actually take it out of these. You see we're getting the buckets here of it, but if it's half full, you need to have some more of it for that. So yeah, but this is basically how it works. So you could have like a little cauldron sort of farm here for powder snow if you wanted. So we also have some icon and some texture changes. The candle icon has changed and it looks pretty awesome. It still like will do the same thing if you place it down, it looks the same, but it has changed here and I think this looks really, really nice. Copper ingot and amethyst shards have also changed a little bit, and so have bundles. Now bundles, the icon for them has changed, as you see here, and it does look pretty awesome, but also the window has changed. So right now if we go ahead and right click all these items here to pick them up, put them in our bundle bag, when we hover over this you'll see they're all here now in a little window, which is awesome. And this, you can fill the entire bundle up and it will still show every last thing in there. Now I think that is really, really cool and something I really like. It's a really nice feature that they've added in. Some other changes, the tinted glass here is slightly different, as is the cut copper blocks. Calcite is slightly different, and lightning rods as well, but lightning rods, their range has now also doubled, so they're going to work over double the area as before. So that's pretty useful. You'll need fewer of them on your roofs and things, which may help, because obviously if you want to add more, that's easy enough to do, but if you're trying to get a certain design, I think having fewer is a good thing. Also amethyst and the blocks of amethyst here and the budding amethyst blocks, both of those have a slightly different texture as well. It's not a huge change, but this is just the latest textures we've been given. They still look really, really cool, and I definitely like them a lot, but yeah, they are slightly different to how they were in the last snapshot. So guys, as always with my tutorials and update videos, I try to give you as much information in as little time as possible. I hope you guys enjoy that, and if you do, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really is greatly appreciated. But for this snapshot, that is about it. So as always guys, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.